It's a deadly pandemic with no vaccine in sight, and not the pandemic you may be thinking about.
And that's what a doctor at Eastern Virginia Medical School had to say about the surge of gun violence in Hampton Roads. 10 on your side's Regina Mobley is here now with more on why this is like a novel virus where no one is immune. Regina?
Tom, and like a virus, the gun violence mutates. In 2020, the region's youngest victim, at 1 month old, was shot by a man with an assault weapon. And this year, the region's youngest perpetrator, a 6-year-old, was accused of shooting his teacher. The men and women who treat the wounds wore orange today in hopes of interrupting the cycle of gun violence. By air or by ground transport, this weekend will probably resemble most weekends where gunshot victims are rushed to emergency rooms for care. Last year set a record in Norfolk with 541 gunshot wounds that claimed 69 lives. At CHKD, 20 children were treated for gunshot wounds and 1 child died.
It was a COVID pandemic. There's never been a pandemic more devastating and more sustained than gun violence.
There is hope a shock of orange from the medical community will loosen guns' grip on the nation. What starts with patients in emergency rooms affects an entire hospital.
They go to rehab when they're finished. They go to the OR. Respiratory therapy takes care of them. They touch every department in this hospital.
Care providers stood with those who survived gun violence while loved ones displayed the names of the dead. Then an improbable intersection of stories. On March 18, 2022, a man in Portsmouth was shot 5 times and was rushed to Centera Norfolk General, where the trauma team saved his life. A few hours later, 3 people, including reporter Sierra Jenkins, were shot and killed on Granby Street in Norfolk. At the observance ceremony, the Portsmouth survivor, Kyle Belton, embraced Jenkins' grieving grandmother.
Unfortunately, I don't know how it's going to end, but there's got to be something that we can do as a community to bring us all together.
And hospitals need your help. Beginning this summer, Centera will launch what is called Stop the Bleed education. This training will show you how to potentially save a life if you come upon someone who is suffering from a gunshot wound. I have more information on wavy.com. Regina Mobley, 10 on your side.